Rise and shine this time. Today we're making some Coca-Cola cake. Miss Mary Ann left some Coca-Cola here. So I got some leftover 2-liter Coca-Cola. And I thought, what better to do with it than make some Coca-Cola cake? So come on over. I already got my wife's mixer. I'm going to use that. We're going to make some Coca-Cola cake in the KitchenAid mixer. And let's get started. What we're going to do is I got some melted butter. Go ahead and get that guy in there. Make sure you get all the butter in there. A cup of regular sugar. And then what we're going to do is we're going to have a cup of brown sugar. You can see there I got a cup of brown sugar. And what we're just going to do is we're going to go ahead and put this mixer down. Make sure it's locked. Then we're going to start mixing this up. We got to make sure this is good mixed up. And then we're going to move on to the next step. Now with that same bowl, what I'm going to do is I'm going to put all the chocolate chips in there. And I'm going to microwave it until they're soft, which usually maybe take less than 2 minutes. So while the mixer's working away, I'm going to go ahead and get those mixed up. While we're waiting on the chocolate to melt, what I'm going to do is you're going to take an egg and you're going to put them in one at a time. So those get nice and mixed in. I want to stop this for a minute. And what I'm going to do, the reason I'm doing that is because I got the melted chocolate. I'm going to just put all the melted chocolate in there. It makes it so much easier than using a hand mixer. You can use a hand mixer if that's all you got. And of course, once we get all the chocolate in there, kind of stuff's got to be stuck on the sides there. You get all the sides down. You get chocolate in there. Of course, we're going to put it back down. We're going to lock it. You're going to start mixing it. And then that's going to take us on to the next step. Now what we're going to do is that we're going to take just spoonfuls of this flour. We're going to add it in. But we're also going to take spoonfuls of the sour cream and put that in as well. And put in a little bit of flour. And then a little bit of sour cream. And obviously we got a lot more flour, so we're going to be putting in a lot more flour. The next step, taking the Coca-Cola, I'm going to pour me out, get a glass container, pour you out a cup of Coca-Cola. No, I've never tried it. Everybody always says that regular Coca-Cola works way better than Diet Coca-Cola with making Coca-Cola cake. So I'm just going to take their word for it. What we're going to do is, even though this is room temperature Coca-Cola, we're going to just warm it up a little bit. Put it in the microwave. And I'm going to put it in there for about 45 seconds. And then we're going to dump it into the cake batter. So actually, at least if I get that Coca-Cola in there, probably can stop that. Okay, go ahead and start that. Got slightly warm Coca-Cola here. Go ahead and pour that in there. And then the last thing, I probably pour it a little bit too fast. So I think it does say pour it in slowly, so that way it has that fudgy consistency it does now. I'm put in just a little bit of vanilla extract. Definitely starting to look a lot like cake batter now. And we almost messed up there, but it's all going to work out. Now I got my oven fired up to 350. What we're going to do is going to come on over and we're going to pour it in the pan and bake it. Try a spoonful of it. Actually, I don't think you're supposed to do that because it's got egg in it, but yeah. What we're going to do is we're just going to pour it in here. And then you can make 2 like 9-inch pans. You know, I'm doing every last little bit. I have to get a plastic. Yeah, that's doing way better than that spoon. There we go. Now, one alternative that I had growing up is some people would put marshmallows in there. And that's good and everything, but we ain't got no marshmallows today. Now I bake the cake. I let it cool. Now we're going to make the icing. What we're going to do is we're going to take the mixer, put the butter in there. Start. And then we're going to add a little bit of salt. What I'm doing with this is I'm going to mix this together. As you can see, the butter here is creaming up real nice. I'm going to start putting some of this in there. Go ahead and put in all the powdered sugar and the cocoa and the salt. And then what we're going to do, put in a teaspoon of vanilla extract. And to top it off, make the icing. And put in some Coca-Cola. Go ahead and mix that in there. And you want to get it to about the right consistency. All right, I had to add a little bit of powdered sugar. Maybe put in too much Coke. But you can see here, it's got that nice and fudgy consistency. Maybe it's even a little thin, but come on over and go ahead and ice the cake. Icing out. So I had the cake out. I've let it sit out for more than an hour to cool off. Stir up the ice a little bit. Just put a thick layer of icing on here. And powdered sugar on it. And then thank you so much for watching this video. If you liked it, like and subscribe. And to make Coca-Cola cake, maybe not the prettiest one, but still so good. I like about the Coca-Cola cake is making it kind of fudgy like this. That's it's got that chocolatey, it's got that fudgy, you got chocolate on chocolate. And it's definitely gonna disappear quick around here. But anyways, yeah, thank you again for so much for watching, and I'll see you next time.